What's going on, world? You're now tuning in to Volume 2 of the Knickstape, hosted by Khairi and Lij, brought to you by none other than the Restricted Zone podcast. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Um, First of all, Lij, introduce yourself, bro. Say what's good.
Yo, what's up with you guys, man? Volume 2, technically like volume 2.25 or something. But
Yeah,
we gonna make things right this time. We'll have some fun with it, you feel me?
yeah, and I was just gonna get right into that. We had a technical difficulty with the real Volume 2 of the Knickstape, where we had like a live like reaction to the our Clippers game that we had our first time seeing James Harden in the Clippers jersey, the game we had one came back from that little slide from. We're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about the three games before that, the back to back in Cleveland, the L that we dropped in Milwaukee. We're going to talk about that briefly, but mainly we're going to talk about the 3 game win streak that we went on that we didn't cover. Of course, since we talked about it on Monday night right after the Clippers game. We won against the Spurs, also we won against the Hornets, then we had an L against the Celtics. We're going to get into that a lot, man. But first of all, the like where we left off, bro, the back to back in Cleveland and the L in Milwaukee. Just give a brief synopsis of what you thought about that. You predicted it exactly, going 1-2, winning one in Cleveland, dropping one to Cleveland, and losing to Milwaukee ultimately. So let me know what you thought about that, real quick.
So pretty much to sum it up what I said in the original volume 2, guys, pretty much our record right now is 5-5. I looked at that week as a we should have walked out 8-5. That's what we're looking at right now. I feel like the second back to back of the second of the back to back of the Cleveland series. I just felt as though we just let them do what they want to do instead of us just sticking to our game plan and us being kind of together and have some continuity with the offense and defense. But yeah, of course, we just have our little wolves where we either make decisions like not having quick give us minutes and things like that. And then as far as the Bucks game, it's just another game to where I feel like we just had it all the way through, and then we just simple mistakes just let Dame take it away in pretty much like the last 2.5 minutes of the game. But yeah, that should have been another 3-0 week like the one we just had not too long ago. We'll get through with that soon, but. Yeah, bro. Just should have been a. We was it a 1-2 week? That should have been a 3-0 week. 2 in a row. Should have been two
Yeah,
in a row.
I definitely agree with you. We definitely should have won that second one in Cleveland. We just didn't stick to the game plan that game, and that was like just simply cleaning the glass and letting our defense do the talking. I think we tried to do too much on offense in that game, and they responded. They actually responded. They made some adjustments offensively. Donovan Mitchell came back better. Evan Mobley came back better. Um, but as far as that game in Milwaukee, oh, so before that, what I wanted to say was to put some context in. We did have RJ out that second game in Cleveland and that game in Milwaukee. But either way, I felt like we should have won the Cleveland game, and the Milwaukee game came down to the wire anyway. But like you mentioned, bro, Dame did Dame stuff. He hit a couple clutch shots. DiVincenzo did some stuff in the clutch that I really liked. Jalen Brown had a monster game, put up 40 points.
Yeah.
Um, but it ultimately they just overpowered us, bro. And I feel like if we would have had RJ, that those definitely would have been 2 wins under our belt. Not to mention that first game, that game against Milwaukee, our first game against Milwaukee was an in-season tournament game. I'm
Yep.
still not like super keen on how the whole thing went, bro. Like you was breaking it down to me a little bit yesterday. Um, but either way, like from a competitive standpoint, I would like to win that game. Feel me?
Exactly.
Like just from a competitive standpoint, I feel like that again a premier team in the Bucks. Even though they took a step, looks like they're taking a step back somewhat so far this season, especially on the defensive end.
Try and get things
Um,
together.
yeah, they're still trying to get things together. Dame missed some time, but I still feel like that was a team we could have beat, just like the Celtics in our opening night, just like the Celtics in our last game, which we'll get to. But take me through this 3 game win streak, bro. We dropped the Clippers. The first time we seen James Harden, like I mentioned in the Clippers jersey, beat uh beat the Spurs. Wemby's first time in Madison Square Garden. He had a
Belt
little
to
he,
ass. Watch your mouth, boy.
Yeah, a little
But
something to say, bro. He's coming like Mass Square Guard wasn't all that, but
to you, maybe you're a little 7-4 behind.
meant
Mitch
to,
has something to say
meant to
about that
be.
though.
Exactly. It's like be grateful. Be grateful you there. And after that, we uh we beat the Hornets in the Saturday matinee game. It was a blowout. But take me through that 3 game win streak, bro. What you think about that?
So
What going through that?
the best one of the week that week was obviously the Clippers game, even though despite how they're looking since that game after, but still I'll take that. Um, Probably
We'll talk about that too.
the second most pleasing game was the Wemby game, obviously because he had something to say before he stepped foot in the building, and then he had to come recognize what was going on. And then
Mm.
basically, I think the funny part about that game and the Hornets game, I had told you the night of the Spurs game, and I was like, I don't like watching this when we blowing somebody out because I just so happened not to be able to get to start the game from start to finish. And I ended up
Mm.
jumping in after the second half, bro. It was just like I couldn't last long, and it's just like as much as I love my squad, bro, we're just not enjoyable to watch when we're up. It's just like it feel like we just played the exact same. It's like nothing exciting going on. It's just.
Because we got our starters in, bro. We be up 15 with 2 minutes left. Still got our starters in. You don't trust me like you don't trust them boys, bro. You don't really trust them. That's all it comes down to.
So
Like for
yeah.
no reason, Jules, Jalen, RJ, Josh, all out on the floor, but we up 13 with like 2 minutes left. Like it should be it. It's no reason.
And so back to the Clippers game. So James Harden, yeah,
Can I start on this one?
yeah.
Just because you know
Before
between
you start though, Paul George, bro, you can slide, dog. You can dead slide, bro. Like, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with that.
open, he was supposed to come here over the summer, but I don't know what
Yeah,
happened,
bro,
bro.
tweaking right now
We were
too.
I welcome him with open arms, bro. Still, right now, I welcome
Yeah,
Paul
I'll
George with
take bro.
open
I'll
arms.
take bro.
But what I'm gonna say about James Harden and the Clippers that game, while I talk before I go into our 3 game win streak a little bit. Um, we watched that Clippers game together pretty much, and I was telling you throughout the game that like it seemed like Paul George and Kawhi, for whatever reason, were taking the back seat to James Harden and letting him do what he wants to do, making him feel comfortable, like it's like as if it's his team.
Right.
And you can see it in like how passive they played. Like Paul George didn't get it going whatsoever. Kawhi didn't get it going until like the second half, like later, like the later end of the second half. Paul George ended in like single digits, I think.
Yeah, he did.
And he played a terrible game. And Kawhi ended with like 14, 16, maybe 18. I can't remember, but he didn't have a crazy game neither. But James Harden had like a cool little 18 or 20 or something like that. I don't got the numbers in front of my face or nothing, y'all. I'm going off of pure memory right now. And he had a couple. He had some nice assists too. And he like yeah, I say that all to say like they looked like they played to him too much, and they didn't look to play to Kawhi like their main guys that been there, that been the reason they were winning so far throughout the short season. And they just they just didn't look the same. They didn't have like the same kind of like intensity and like passion that they played with those first couple of games, especially with Russ doing good things. He was meshing well with Kawhi and PG, and I feel like throwing Harden in there, it was just like weird. Like Bones looked off. Like it just
He
wasn't a
lost
good.
his spot
Yeah, and he eventually, like
off
yep, like
playing
you said,
well. He
lost.
lost his spot off playing well.
Not even playing with just the simple fact that they're too crowded in the backcourt, bro, and they don't got no defense. And Bones admittedly is a defensive liability, but he's in there to score. He's a 6 man, like you said a couple episodes ago, like a Lou Will type of guy. Like he's gonna come in there and get you 15 points. He's gonna shoot from the outside. Like that's what he is. And trading away your key defenders like a Robert Covington and Nick Batum, who kind of mask those weaknesses when he's out on the floor with them. Having him out there with James Harden is like a double entendre because James Harden's out there to get the offense going. He ain't paid to play defense.
Nope.
So with that, not them, and I don't want to take anything away from our guys because Mitch played excellent. He made Zubac look like a baby out there.
Hmm.
Julius Randle finally got it going. RJ came back that game. I think he had like 26, right? If I'm not mistaken. RJ came back and had 26 that game, and we looked good. Jalen Brunson looked pretty good too. He didn't have it cooking too much. Quentin Grimes, from what I remember, had a couple of threes. But we played good basketball and we played really, really good defense. And that was like a part of them looking bad was because how stout our defense was and how good we were man to man with them.
Right.
So I don't want to take anything away from our guys, but them playing like that has led to what them being dropping like what 6-0. I mean 0-6 as of yesterday.
Yeah, now it's probably Paul George's best game since Harden's been on the team too.
Exactly. He took a couple games to get going because the second game after that he didn't play well. The third game he played like all right, and it's just like it doesn't seem to be working well for them at all, bro. And before I move on to the next two games of that win streak, I want to see hear what you think about James Harden and the Clippers so far.
I just find it interesting that kind of Ty Lue kind of even openly said like we're trying to acclimate to him when it should be the other way around. And honestly, the only way to acclimate to them is him coming off the bench in reality, bro.
Exactly.
I don't feel like the sacrifice Russell Westbrook took. I don't feel like it would
He
even be
should have had to.
approachable. And it shouldn't have been a approachable question for him to come off the bench at this point, especially the way he was looking with Kawhi and Paul George with just him out there in the guard
Hmm.
position. Um, so yeah, I completely agree with you saying, but I found it really interesting that Ty Lue literally said in a recent press conference that they're literally trying to acclimate to him instead of him acclimating to them.
Yeah.
And again, this is going to just lead to an amazing, not amazing off season, but an entertaining off season. Because I believe either with, if not one or both, Kawhi and Paul George will be out of there. If
Hmm.
there's no way you're going to be able to trade him again, it's just not possible.
No, yeah, they stuck with him, and that's what I've been saying like in the forbidden episode that nobody's ever going to see. And the episode before that, the restricted zone pod as a group had we had dropped. Um, I just see this, and I don't understand why they pursued him, and I don't get why they gave up the assets they gave up to pursue him, given his track record and knowing that he he isn't a perfect fit with these. He never from the rip was a perfect
Yeah, it's
fit with
better
these
off
guys.
trading
You
for
were just
Brogdon.
for a guy like Brogdon, exactly, like somebody that can do some of the same things, but at a lower volume. Of course, you don't gotta pay him as much. But I feel like this was just something they seen like looking nice on paper and thought, hey, we can make it work. Why not? And it's just like
Perfect for Bones too.
it definitely would have been for him and Bones in the backcourt. That means because Brogdon can worry about the playmaking and getting other guys involved in the defense. Like I said, Bones is a scorer. He's a guy that has to play in rhythm too. So taking him out the rotation like completely doesn't make sense to me at all because he's a guy that has to get hot. He's a guy that has to stay in the rhythm. And again, he's out there to put the ball in the bucket, bro. That's what he does. He's out there to entertain. That's what he does. You're not
Hmm.
There's certain guys like James Harden. You don't expect defense and certain other things from him. So I find it crazy for them, bro. I honestly had high hopes for them going into the season because I seen putting in the work over the summer. We seen a healthy Kawhi and PG coming in. Saw the bench that they had, especially with like a Norman Powell stuff. Like I thought they were going to be a really good contender in the West, but right now, bro, I don't think it's looking good for them. But I'll move on to the next two games after that, which was the Spurs and the Hornets. The Spurs game was cool. Um, what I really liked is seeing Mitch pretty much his baby Wemby out there, bro. Mitch has been on a tear recently, and he's finally starting to get like national type of like coverage or like exposure, really. Like ESPN and stuff's posting him, like they're like real basketball people's talking about him, and it's like it's well deserved because like I said, like I mentioned to you before, bro, he's the best offensive rebounder in the league. He he's out there. He's one of the best rim runners. If we had better point guards, and if our offense was geared more towards the pick and roll, he averaged like an easy 15 to 20 points
Hmm.
because and he does it efficiently. He shoots around 60 to 70% like every night. So he's been a key focal point, especially in that 3 game win streak that we had and what we've done. And he did it by shutting out Wemby that game. And then the Hornets game, shutting out Mark Williams. Mark Williams just had a monster like 24 rebound game right before that. And he came in, he didn't play well whatsoever. Mitch was boxing him out every play. He just couldn't deal with his physicality. So I honestly think Mitch has been like the key factor in play. And again, these are bad teams we have beat those last 2 games. but he's just been a key factor in what we've been able to do so far, and I just want to give my props to him. Um, Now let's get to the Celtics game, bro.
All right,
No
so
RJ,
to end it
no
off,
RJ. RJ missed that game with a migraine.
I guess it's serious. I was talking shit earlier, or that night of the night of, but again, it was enough at a point in the game where I felt like we could have at least kept it close. 'Cause it wasn't that was like another game where we were playing defensively throughout all three quarters, three or majority of the fourth quarter as well. And again,
Yep.
it just took a run or just a collapse. It just felt like just emotion and like just that will to win. And it just felt like after a while we just gave up.
Yeah, I don't think it's a matter of us giving up, bro. I think it was just simply we were outclassed, like talent wise, bro. Because even though we did a good job on JB, Jason Tatum,
But it was
and
a
I'm
lot
not
of
saying
lapses. It was a lot of lapses to where we would get things like tip balls or kind of lackadaisical fast breaks to where we're even leaving like a trailing Jalen Brown or like off a tip and on a loose ball and then they get an offensive rebound. We're just not getting on the shooter, like the main person on the court that's gonna kill us on that second chance point. And it just felt like every time
right.
it was the right person open. Um,
Mhm.
I just felt at times Kristaps going off. I didn't mind that. That's Mitch in the perimeter, him constantly
I
being
was
in and
gonna
out of the
cut. That's
paint.
what yeah.
I get it, but that's going to something he's going to have to be better at if he's going to be continue to progress in his skill set and his projection to be a player of being a player.
Hmm.
Um, the Quentin Grimes minutes were a little bit more useful this time because he was actually firing when he every time he had a chance.
Yeah,
But
because I mean,
him or Grant, neither him or quickly really played that well though.
yeah, Quick was 1 for 10, so he kind of had to be a little more aggressive. Like I was, that's what we want to see from. We want to see him take like just like with no, kind of like JJ Redick, no hesitation in mind. Like just no, like I'm taking this shot as soon as like my hands touch the ball. And we seen that a little like again we seen flashes of that, and we seen that a little bit in the Boston game. But he only took he took six threes, but that was like the only field goals that he took for real for real. So we got to see it in other ways as far as him like once he gets a consistent from three, allowing that to be able to open up his driving game. That pump fake one dribble into the lane or that one dribble pull up, feel me, stuff like that. Because stuff like that will really get him going, get into the line and really get him going. Because he's a guy that has to see the ball going, and he can't see the ball going if he's not shooting it. So yeah, I really like seeing that. I really like seeing that during the game. But what do you think about the Celtics was? What do you think they did specifically that kind of pushes past his game? I mean, push by his game. I know we didn't have RJ and whatnot. He would have been a key factor. But what do you think the Celtics did in particular that kind of neutralized us?
Well, they got second chance points and turnovers. They capitalized
Mhm.
on them. Their bench didn't really play that well. The only person on the bench that stood out was Sam Hauser. He was killing us in the second half, if I'm not
Tim
mistaken.
Hauser was killing us. Yep.
And just even though Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown scored more than Kristaps, I just felt like Kristaps' presence on the court with them two on there now is just completely different. It's just like pretty much, I guess, since he started, I think Kristaps never had a game where he shot under 52% or at least. And it's just shot selection and the way he's playing on the other side of the ball, where he held the defense, the grabbing the boards. It's just fun to watch, bro, and it kind of hurts again. And that's the biggest thing I watch. Because every time I'm gonna watch him play against us, bro, it's going to be him. Because I'm already used to being in close games with Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown both got 25 each, and we're down by 6 or 7. We could have won the game. It's really
Yeah.
him, and
He's
and,
the
and
secret
eventually
weapon.
it'll be Drew Holiday too. Once I feel like he gets warmed up, he had a nice, cool 14 and 7 dimes. But I feel like defensively he couldn't really necessarily contain Jalen Brunson to the under 20 point per game. But I just felt like offensively, and him leading the defense was pretty good last night. That night. Um, but what I wanted to kind of tail off on, and the surprise, like little random question I wanted to ask you about, kind of had to do something with this game when I was watching it, and I was looking at Isaiah Hartenstein's minutes and what he did with his lack of minutes.
Hmm.
Do you think Jericho Sims is going to see any type of elevated minutes this season?
No, I don't think Jericho Sims doesn't. I don't think he sees any minutes unless it's like a situation like last year where somebody got hurt. like Mitchell got hurt or something like that, and then we seen Jericho good minutes. Um,
And
we just he's just not one. He's not really ready because he's he's not really polishing the pick and roll so much yet. And again, we don't really have the point guards that set to like set him up like that. So he kind of suffers because of that. He gets his points off of offensive rebounds and putbacks. And sometimes when he's out there, he's not fully aggressive. He's not really boxing out. He's just ball watching really and hoping he can get like his hops can get him the rebound. And that's not going to get you a bunch of minutes with Tibbs, bro. We know that. So I think he's what's this year 3 for him?
yeah,
I think he's just like really just gonna be like a reserve big that really doesn't see any minutes because Tibbs doesn't play like he doesn't empty our bench in like garbage time anyway. So he's I don't know. I just don't see him getting like too many minutes with us unless somebody gets hurt. But in that case, he's a good backup option to have because he can do a lot of things Mitch does when he's out there and he's engaged and he's getting fed the ball and he's running and stuff like that. That's what it comes down to. Because I was like just like I was telling you with Mitch last episode, bro. Mitch doesn't play well when he's not involved and when he feel like he's not being appreciated. His hustle on the defensive end and on the glass isn't being appreciated on the offensive end. Because he knows that we got guys that can score in Jules, RJ, Jalen Brunson, but his thing is just throw me a bone. Just get me involved in some pick and roll action. Just get me involved some dump off, some cut, some backdoor action, and I'm good. I'm gonna get you your 10, 11 rebounds. I'm gonna get you your 2 blocks a game, and if y'all toss me the ball, I'm gonna finish it. He's a 70 plus. He's finishing like 70 like plus plus percent like field goal percentage like every year.
hmm
So like just throw him the rock, feel me? And I think Jericho's just got to get that same kind of I'll put it this way. Look at what Obi Toppin, and he's not going crazy, but he had a nice game yesterday with Indiana. And what were they doing with him? Tyrese Halliburton was getting him out in transition, throwing him lobs, getting him in cuts, just dumping the ball off to him, letting him do something with his 1-2 dribbles in transition. Feel me? And it worked good for him, and he looked good. He worked, and that makes him work for you a little bit more on the defensive end, and doesn't really come up because like Indiana is such a bad defensive team but he's engaged. Feel me? That it makes him look better while he's out there.
All
So
right,
I think that's my whole thing with Jericho. He's not going to get minutes unless somebody gets hurt. But when he is out there, we got to keep him engaged. We got to help feed him on the offensive glass because he's not going to do it himself.
I got you. I just wanted to see a change, not necessarily like saying Isaiah was playing bad or anything. I just feel like at a night like that, our rotation of bigs would have been nice for another body out there, and give Jericho some time because at the end of the day, G League is going to be similar to what he does in like that night's game. But at the end of the day, he needs to be on the court to learn. And it's just I
Exactly.
just be feeling like
That
his.
was my whole thing last year with
And
him.
it's not like we need him to shoot or anything. We dead just need him to run the floor, grab boards, block some shots, catch a lob or two, and
Mm.
that's it. And it's just I feel like we kind
You
of
know,
lose that with Isaiah coming off the bench, but we also gain like more mature game, a guy that can get others involved, grab boards, score inside when he can, hit a decent free throw shot, better than Mitch. But sometimes that takes away from the energy on the other side of the ball when Isaiah isn't kind of like flowing. So
yeah.
yeah, this is the only reason why I had that question.
No, I definitely get that because I do understand where you're getting at when it comes to like our big man depth and like rotation versatility. Because we don't really have any bigs that can shoot outside the jewels for real. That's barely at certain points.
Yep.
And Hart would give you like a quick three here and there. But he's not. We don't look for him like the shoot from the outside. So stuff would open up better for Mitch and would open up better for Jericho and his limited minutes if we had a stretch forward. To be honest, like yo, imagine if we had like a Georges Niang. I know you don't like him, bro, but imagine if we had like a Georges Niang in our rotation, dog.
He couldn't
Like that's
step
somebody
foot in
that
yet.
huh?
He couldn't step foot
He
in
played in
yet.
Philly. Why not? He played in Philly.
What's that got to do with me? That's Philly.
Bro, he
No.
played in the same type of
I'll
market, dog.
take
He
Joe
fit in
Ingles.
just fine.
I'll take Joe Ingles before him.
Bro, where's he even at right now?
You're in Orlando, living good.
He out there mentoring Franz and shit, bro. That's all he doing. He there
His nephew.
mentoring. But no, either way, imagine if we had the minivan, bro. Somebody just who's made whose whole sole job out there is just to shoot. Is just
Dog,
out
that
there.
name is so ass, dog.
That joint is tough. I don't care what you say. The minivan is hard.
Bro, you will never. He ain't no Kuzminskis. He ain't no none of that.
Coos. We did have the first Coos though. Remember that?
Yeah,
Novocaine. Yeah, some nickname. But transitioning, bro. We got a game tonight against the Atlanta Hawks.
and they're
Or
rolling right now.
they are kind of rolling. They playing better. They playing a little bit better. Trey's been picking it up a little bit. His percentages is still ass,
Jalen Johnson
but
gonna have Julius Randle on a breathalyzer tonight.
you saw what he did to his last game, right? When
Not
he
a
put
breathalyzer,
Josh Hart and
bro.
Josh in the body
Oxygen
bag.
tank.
Yeah, like it's Jalen Johnson's looking really good too, bro. On him, because we
We
were big
drafted
fans
him.
of John Collins. Say again?
Didn't we draft him,
No, I don't think we drafted him.
bro? I think we drafted him and traded him.
Shit, we might have. We
Was
didn't know
that?
we done hella. We did that with the run too. Like we did that hella time. We
That's what
might
it
have.
was. That's what.
Yeah,
Yo,
run. We supposed to have the run, and I wanted him too, bro. We like
ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the podcast where I don't even want to talk anymore because the
yeah. This is
conversations
like the
are
dark.
just.
This is like the dark corners of the Knicks conversations we had, bro. Like they
Yeah,
didn't like
it
they
is.
don't even they not ready for all that. But what I wanted to ask you, because like I was saying, bro, we was big fans of Jalen, John Collins while he was in Atlanta. What do you think they saw in a guy like Jalen Johnson to kind of be comfortable moving on from him and because of course he's in Utah now and giving Jalen Johnson more of a role. And he's doing a lot of the same things that he's doing. He's taking spot up jumpers, he's running out in transition, but he has something different to me. And I want to hear it from your perspective. What do you think it is that
Well,
differs him from John Collins?
you knew I was kind of a fan of him, kind of coming into that little pre-draft season for
I was
him
too
that
at
year.
Duke. Yep, he was nice.
And what was I about to say? I kind of seen it, but I also liked it at the point because I felt like at the time John Collins was still playing decently well. And I just looked at like him another like a piece to kind of just keep that same energy off the bench when he comes off the court. And
Hmm.
now that when you're saying what do I notice different about him? He just looks a lot more loose. He doesn't look as stiff. Um,
Exactly.
I feel like his attitude towards the game isn't always as flip floppy as John Collins. Well, he's young, so you can't really say. It's kind of too early to say, but just
Right.
off the eye test, the few games I've been seeing him starting and having fun out there, his just attitude in
Hmm.
general out there is a lot easier to probably cope with. And I don't want to sound
Yeah.
like John Collins is hard to cope with because I don't know that for sure. But I just felt like at times his attitude was kind of just off, and it kind of just screwed up the vibe. And I just feel like
Well,
now we're just
not to cut you off, bro, but this is what I think it was. I think he knew, and I kind of agree with this to or I see it this way in a like instant, but I think he knew the Hawks were a little bit better when Trey Young helped get him more involved, and he was more of a focal point of the offense. Because you remember that one season, I think the year they knocked us out of the playoffs. John Collins was shooting like damn near 40% from three
that
throughout
was the
that
year
regular
he
season.
dunked on Embiid.
Yeah, exactly. And he was wilding. They had bro. They had him involved, and there was a lot of games like just over the years, especially when they got DeJounte, where it just wasn't enough offense to go around for him, bro. And Trey is such a ball dominant point guard that I don't know. I guess when it feels like when they go down in games, he feels like he has to be the one to save them because he's the shot creator, he's the face of the franchise and all that. But I feel like John kind of felt like he should have been more involved in the offense. He had more to give to the offense than what they like how they were playing him. But a guy like Jalen Johnson is easier where he's in his third year, I believe. He's in his third
Yeah,
season. He's young. He hasn't had a lot of experience yet. Nobody really knows what his offensive money exactly. Nobody really knows what his offensive skill set is yet. So he's taking time to develop that, and he's kind of just happy being out there at this point.
yeah,
You feel
because he
me?
finally playing.
Exactly. So you kind of got a guy that's a little more grateful to be on the team. And he's like, yo, you don't even got to give me the ball that much. I'm out here to hustle. I'll get rebounds, and I'm cool getting my little 12 points a game right now. So, and I'm developing, so I know I'll be more of a focal point down the line. So I just seen it more as like it was kind of mutual in that aspect. Like they knew they couldn't give John what he wanted. And he knew the Hawks couldn't give him what he wanted. So I don't know why they sent him to Utah of all places. That was German. But either way, they made it happen. I like Jalen Johnson and kind of filling in for him. I'm waiting for Clint Capella to go so Kangu can be that next person to take off. Feel me?
His
Because
minutes
I
has
like
been
a
down
couple.
this year a little bit.
It's been like on and it's been weird, bro. I don't understand because I get it because he's kind of redundant with Capella too at the same time. Like he's a run runner, but I don't know, bro. I don't know with them, but that ain't our squad. That ain't for us to worry about, bro. What do you think about the game tonight? It is currently 7:18 Eastern time. Our game tonight is at 7:30. So, Lodge, let me know your prediction right before this game starts. How do you think this game gonna go? Who do you have coming out as the winner?
All right, so I'll put it this way. I'm gonna just sum it off as we're gonna have this week is gonna be a 2-1 week.
Mm-hmm.
I got us losing
RJ's
tonight.
out tonight too, by the way. RJ's out tonight too.
I got us losing tonight. That is one of the
Mm-hmm.
reasons why, and I don't like saying that, but it is one of the reasons
Okay.
why. Another reason why, because one's Trey's rolling, and it looks like him and DeJounte are kind of clicking, kind of similar to what
Mm-hmm.
they kind of did in a non-winning aspect last year.
Right.
Um, and again, their younger bigs down there are just a lot. It's just honestly, they're gonna just have Jules a little confused. Mitch is gonna have his work cut out for him. Like he's gonna be doing a lot of help defense. He's gonna be spinning around doing a bunch of 360s, trying to change his head in direction for a backside cut on the baseline, and he ain't even worried about him. But somebody got beat, and he gonna have to help.
Right.
And Josh Hart and DiVincenzo gonna be on a cardio run tonight. So
They're gonna be breaking tonight, right?
yeah, no, it's not even that. They just got cardio. They got to guard DeJounte and Trey.
Well, yeah, that's true.
It's cardio tonight. So
DeAndre Hunter, Bogdanovich.
I feel
That's
like
gonna
they're
be
gonna
tough
get
for
the
them.
upper hand on this. We got one on them early in the season. If we played them, this is our second game with them this season, right? Second.
This is our second game. Yep,
So
yep.
yeah, I think they'll get us 1-1. They'll tie up the series 1-1, and depending on how this game goes, I won't be as upset. But if we're again in another situation where the game is right in our face, I'm gonna be pissed. But again, you're, I'll let you take over for your week. I'll just take over. I'll just do my week now. The Wizards game, we got a nice little break until Friday. Hopefully, RJ's back by then. We're gonna get some. Actually, no, never mind. It's Thanksgiving. We'll be eating and all that. Yeah, that Wizards game is scary now. I'm thinking about it.
Wait, what do you mean?
That's Black Friday, bro. Wait, no, it's not. That's not. Oh my God,
Bro,
I'm
that's next.
tweaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking.
Bro, where are you at right now?
I'm fried. Um,
You talking about that state? I'm looking at it like, bro, that's the 17th. What you talking about?
why do we have that long of a break though? I'll take it though anyway.
But between
We got
Monday and
3 days
Friday?
of. Yeah, we staying in the East.
Yeah.
That's weird, but anyway, that might be a fun game. I tweaked. Thought it was the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday. It's not. That should be an easy game then. And then another Hornets game. LaMelo might be on, and it's a Saturday
Okay.
night, so he got something to do that night. So he might gotta.
LaMelo been getting better.
He
He been
has.
playing
And
better.
has Miles come back yet?
I think he's supposed to come back Friday. Yo, I don't
Hey
know how,
man,
but
trade bro for Jules right now. I'll take him and Mark for Mitch Quick and Jules.
oh nah, we be mid juice right now, bro. If we did that, I ain't
What with Mark Williams and Miles Bridges?
gonna hold you. Yeah, we be mad.
No, we wouldn't.
We be mad. And Miles still got a case ongoing, bro. So he could possibly miss more games. Something could go wrong.
Yeah,
But yo, 32
we
games,
good.
bro.
We good. We good. We good. We good. We good. We good.
No, I do not advocate for that, bro.
Bro,
Not.
I'm trading him for Jules, and I stand by it.
I'll tell you who I would trade for, bro. My man's Bilal Coulibaly. Did you see what he did, dog?
Yeah, you get
Against
the.
the Nets.
Yo, I don't know if we can curse on this, John. But you better get out of here with that BS. Dog, no,
bro.
he's garbage right now. Him and Scoot, they
He just
done.
dropped 20 on. He just dropped 20 on Sunday. What you mean, bro?
Ray, he dropped
He
a
had like
20
20 and
ball.
7.
That's cool. Good job.
Bro, he
We're in
been
game
playing good
8.
though. Before that, he was like 14.
Bro, hell no. Hell
I just say that,
no.
bro, because he was what Frank's supposed to be. I'm saying that right now. He was
Bro,
what
he's like
Frank the Till King
6'9".
is supposed
What
to
do you
be.
mean?
Huh? He's like 6'7", just like Frank was like 6'5", 6'6". They both French. That's all that mattered. He was what Frank's supposed to be, bro. I don't
Bro,
care.
get out of here.
That's
Stop. Stop. You waited a little too early for that one. That was a
bro.
little too early.
Yeah, no, it's never too early. You see what the Till King has done so far in his career, bro?
I'm not talking about why are you comparing him to Frank? You disrespecting him by that. You don't even believe in him that much. You're talking about Frank.
No, I'm saying we got to get redemption for that
I don't want
because
him.
there's no excuse
No,
for that.
no, hell no. No, no,
I
no.
bet you still take Io though too. He playing like garbage right now.
That's because they cutting his minutes. So yeah, I would.
I probably would too, but he gonna be out
Cause
there doing the same thing Hart and DiVincenzo is. Like, what's the difference?
Yuri, stop, stop,
You know I'm right. That's why.
stop. You're lying.
You know I'm right, bro.
Hell no,
You
they're
know
two
I'm right.
completely
He
different
gonna be straight
players.
cardio. No, he out there to defend, bro. He gonna get like one
What do
three
you
like
mean? He's
every
a
other
whole
game.
point guard, bro. He plays backup point guard. It's over.
Bro, Josh is like a point forward. That's like 6'5". Same
He
thing.
averages 6'5" and 5. Ass. six
Well,
five point
I
guard for
averaging like
what?
6'2".
Bro, he wasn't doing that last year. We're 8 games in. Don't do that.
Yeah, I know, bro. I'm just messing
I'd
up.
rather you say Dyson or something. And that's still early.
Nice was playing good. Nice was playing good where Herb was out.
Bro, the only person I'm trading Jules for right now is Nas. Period. That's it. Nas. That's all I need. Yo, I'm telling
So
y'all
you
right
want
now.
to
He
trade
goes.
Miles Turner?
No, it's too late for that. I'm cool.
It's too late for that.
I'll get a Mitch. I'm gonna take Mitch for Miles. Even. Ain't no Jules
Listen,
involved in that.
come
Ain't no Jules involved in that. Miles ain't no nigga. Ain't no 2020 nigga. Like ain't no.
on.
Like no, it's cool. Miles. All right. I bet. I like Miles, but he was supposed to leave like
Mm,
4 years ago.
nah, facts.
So, but yeah, I'll take Miles if
Look,
we get
man,
PG. Nigga,
we're not making none of that happen, bro.
that defense is
Since we on the
god.
topic, though, I feel like I gotta bring it up.
No,
No,
well, I don't even know what you better not be talking about him.
I am, bro.
Hey, listen, P90X, workout plan with Stephen A. Whoever,
Stephen A.
bro,
Bro, better
some,
be Mike Tyson if he coming over here.
bro, he gonna have Mike gonna have him off shrooms and shit, bro. He gonna be geeking. No, I'm good. No, he needs to stay far away from Mike. Far away from Mike. He don't need to do
Yeah,
actually nothing that Mike does ever. No, no, yeah, no, no, no. A little Stephen A. workout plan. Him and Doggy on Monday and Wednesdays. He'd be over there getting yelled at. Telling her, let me watch my mouth. Anyway, I'll take it. But we ain't about to just. But what I tell you, everybody else gonna get the little 2 player and a little pick trade. We got to dump the whole squad for his ass. Like no,
let me say it, bro. Let me say it since this will be our last topic too before I give you my three or whatever for next week. But let me say it since we already talked about it. Everybody already know, bro, or everybody's been hearing about Zion at his press conference like a game or two ago, saying he he don't know if he bought in or not for real for real. So that's got speculation going, of course. And speculation always comes around back to us, bro. When it comes to play, it just happens. When it comes to star players like possibly not being happy, bro, it comes to us.
listen,
And
man.
fans, and listen. I want to say this because fans of other teams might be thinking we delusional when we talk about it or we bring it up, bro. But it's just like, no, this shouldn't be embarrassing us, bro. It just be annoying because we don't get nobody, and nothing ever goes through for us. All the speculation be for no reason, and but we just gotta talk about it. We just gotta talk about it, bro. Just cause, like, I, I couldn't, bro. I couldn't see us taking Zion, dog, and it working out. I honestly don't. I feel like he only want to come here because his buddy RJ here, bro.
Yeah, this
And if we
weekend.
would have kept Cam, if we could have kept Cam, who took Austin Reed's starting spot, by the way, I'm gonna keep that on the low. But he he he'd really be pushing to come here. But his buddy RJ here, bro, and I feel like he just want to play with him.
Bro, listen, Jalen don't got time for none of that buddy young boy BS, dog. We here to get bucks and win games. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah,
Ain't no
yeah.
baby. No, let me stop. Ain't no hurt. Ain't no bro putting two motors on both them knees. Stretch that hamstring every 2 hour, and we cool. That's all I
Yeah,
need. Put the motor on the knee.
that's,
Lose like another
bro.
25. I'm cool.
That's the only downfall, bro. I don't see him playing more. He don't be playing more than 40 games a season, bro. He's sitting out now, or he's been in and out now. Like I don't.
Listen, I'll take BI, man. Flip the team for BI.
Bi want to come to us. They want to let
And
Bi go to us.
and why we hit, cuz.
You def do.
And why we hit, cuz. I'm trying to tell you, BI, you might as well slide. I'm pretty sure you know. Come on, bro.
He out there with the Arizona shit,
A
bro.
little
He
stone
probably
pizza, you feel me? After a game. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Nah, probably not,
But
John.
nah, bro. I
Bro,
just
I'll
had to
take,
bring it up.
you taking PG over Zion, all right?
Yeah, I take PG over Zion.
Yeah.
Ah,
No, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just like that put us in win now mode, bro. And I don't think we got the squad to put around him for win now.
As long as we keep Mitchell cool. Because PG like
And
to give
quick,
it. As long
we
as
got to keep.
PG, it's not happening. Anyway,
You think if
Zion,
we so if you think if we make a trade for any like remote star, quick gotta go.
probably. He's going to play too good this year. And he's not on contract.
Right. Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed. I don't know, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
I want to see if we get up. If we say if we trade for, see, I shouldn't even be talking like this. Like it's whatever. Say if we trade for Paul George, I'll take Bones and like I don't want to get
who else
rid
do
of
I?
Mitch, and I don't want to get rid of Josh Hart and DiVincenzo because those are playoff pieces.
I want to, and I'd be kind of iffy about
We
replacing
still
Mitch with
got
Zubac.
Fournier too. I want Buddy Hill, bro. We got to cut Buddy Hill right after that. Oh my god.
Yeah, I would. We definitely would have to make. I feel like Buddy Hill would unlock a special part of our offense, bro, just because he can knock it down, dog. And Fournier's different because he's not as consistent as Buddy Hield, and he's not as available because Buddy Hield done play damn near every game all season, and he's just much more of a prolific shooter, dog. So he's just a notch higher than Evan Fournier, and Fournier try to do too much sometimes. So I think that's why he fell out of. And you're not gonna get no defense from Buddy Hield either, but. I think that definitely should be the next move or something we should be looking at, trying to offload Fournier somehow and try to get Buddy Hield because I think it's Benedict Mathurin's time to shine over there, and they understand that, feel me. And I think letting go of Buddy Hield will allow him to get more minutes and more opportunity. So I feel like that'll be the. I like that. That'll definitely have to be the next move that we gotta make. But let me wrap this up, bro, because I'm trying to watch this game. It's getting ready to start. I have us losing against Atlanta tonight as well for the same reasons you do. I think RJ not being there, giving us his 20 to 24 points, an efficient 20 to 24 points now, I might say. I think he's not there to combat their wings like DeAndre Hunter, Bogdan Bogdanovic, who's picked it up a little bit more recently. Um, and yeah, I think just the Hawks' energy. I think Trey Young picking it back up because last game he didn't play good. He shot like terribly against us. I don't think he's gonna play that bad against us. They're back at home. I think we dropped this one tonight. It's gonna be a close game. I'd give it like 98, 105, something like that. Or something along them lines. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think simply missing RJ tonight is really gonna hurt us. Um, we're gonna bust Washington ass because they're garbage. I watched them for the first time last season, like for like
Oh,
sat
I'm
down.
glad you just said that. Would you take Coos?
No,
Tripping. Anyway, go ahead. That nigga
who's be
nice.
too inconsistent,
That nigga
bro.
nice. That nigga nice.
I don't think he'd mess with Tibbs. I honestly don't think he'd mess with
Nobody
Tibbs.
does.
Yeah, I mean JB do.
His dad is there. He's a weirdo.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, I don't know, bro. Either way, I'm not. The Wizards is garbage, bro. Did you see that clip I sent you of Jordan Poole and the huddle dog during that OT of the Nets dog? Yo, he's been playing garbage, and for a guy who's got his own quote unquote team now, he's not even averaging a dub right now. Um, he's just been. I kind of hate what it's turning into. I kind of hate what he's turning into, bro. For real, for real. I ain't gonna cap
I mean, kind of look like he always was. This. The Warriors just hit it.
you. It was kind of suppressed by the Warriors in a way because he wasn't the star or he wasn't like remotely the best. Like he was close. He wasn't the best player. But I don't know, bro. I don't like the. I simply don't like it for the direction Washington's going in as a
I can't
squad.
wait till he play like the Timberwolves or something. That was something. What he's supposed to be, but he can't.
Wait, say that again.
So I don't want him to play like the Timberwolves or something soon.
Well, so like Anderson, like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
saying so?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause that's how you do it. That's how you do it right there. MVP. I called it. Um,
He,
I had the yeah. I got them beating the
bro,
Wizards.
Embiid
We're
gonna
gonna
win
beat
that joint again. Unfortunately,
bro. That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't feel like talking about it right now anyway.
so
But our last game until next Monday when we record again, bro, we play the Charlotte Hornets. I got them beating us. I got us beating them again too. Um. Oh, the Wizards game is an in-season tournament. I think you told me that yesterday. So if we do win, when we do win, I hope will be our first in-season tournament win. Next
and that'll
episode I'll come back.
and that'll qualify us to be in the knockout games. If we lose this game,
Okay.
guys, we won't be able to compete in the knockout games.
Okay.
So it's kind of
I don't think
similar
what.
to it's kind of like clinching the spot basically, and you have two games, of course. I'm assuming, or if you win
Okay.
the first game, you're able to play. But I know for sure if you lose your first two in season tournament games, you're not able to play in the knockouts. So we do need to win this one on Friday.
Got you. That's good information to put out there, Lodge. Appreciate it for that because I'm not as informed on it right now. I'll come back next week more informed on it because we got two more the week after that. It looks like in Miami versus Miami and the Hornets again. So I got us going 2-1 next week, bro. Or this week, I should say, dropping one against Atlanta today, winning against the Wizards and the
Hey
Hornets.
man, if we get a back-to-back 3-0 week, I might be a little bit more positive on here.
That 3-0 week was nice, bro. It was against some bad teams, but we played good basketball. We seen a lot of good things and a lot of good characteristics that went towards or that goes towards us winning games. Feel me? That's what I really like to see. Again, it was against bad teams. I want to see it do it. I want to see us do it against teams like Boston, against teams like Milwaukee. I'm coming up. We got the Timberwolves, who's been pretty good. The Miami Heat, of course, the Suns we got late this month. So I want to see us really like put our best to the test against those teams and see what we do, bro. But if you don't got anything else to say, man, or to close out, I'm gonna close it out.
Yeah, you close, bro.
For sure. Again, this has been Volume 2 of the Knickstape. Everybody that's out there that's tuning in, thank you. Make sure to, like I said, drop a like, a comment, subscribe, and keep turning this up, man. Restricted Zone Podcast, Knickstape. We'll be back at you guys next week. Stay tuned.